Hi everyone, I want to welcome you all especially to today's live class. Okay, so we're gonna be looking at the market together. Okay, and I'm gonna be sharing with you my market directional bias. Okay, and before I start to do that, one thing I would like you to do is to share all these links. Okay, share it out to all of your contacts, all of your friends. Let them know that we're live, and this particular session is going to be profitable for newbies, pro traders, okay, aspiring traders. In fact, every category of traders should be connected right now. So it's a free live class and it does not require subscription. There's no restriction. So as long as they're on YouTube, send out these links to them and let them know that they can join using this link. So while I'm sharing out the links to my own personal contacts, I'd like you all to just copy the link now and share. Let as much as many join so they can be able to hear as much as I will be teaching today. But I want to assure you that there will be so much value in this session, and anyone who is connected will not have, any cause to regret because they're going to have so much to gain, so much to receive, so much to learn that will help them step up their trading career. My apologies if I'm not very audible. Looks like it's not an audible day, but I'm going to do my best to increase my volume because I really want you all to hear me clearly. I really want you all to learn something today. So this particular live class is in conjunction with Markets for You. So it's official. KF's Trading Academy is in direct partnership with Markets for You. Markets for You is an online broker that's committed in providing you brokerage services and other, beautiful services. Why do we choose Market for You? Because of the opportunities it grants or it gives. Okay, take for instance, we have the copy signal. Sorry, I'm a little bit distracted from what I'm saying because I'm actually sharing out the links to my contacts. And please, I hope you're doing that too. So the Markets for You has the copy trading products, of which these copy trading products would help you to be able to copy different mentors. Okay, their trading signal. Okay, so there's one thing to take a trading signal, there's another thing to be able to copy it directly. Copying in the sense that when you are copying this trade, you are directly, getting what the person is making. One of the other beautiful things that copy trading does is that it helps you to be able to see, what the trader has made. Okay, that like what the trader has done in his trading. Like take for instance, the guy has done maybe 50% profits, 20% profits. You're able to compare if you would like to copy that. His you know those his trading um opportunities and his trading results. So I'm done sharing out the links to one of my contacts. So I am more focused to the class. in the trading session than you know working with my mobile device. And I want you also to round up with that. Send out the links to your contact. Let them know that we're having a live trading session, and there will be so much for them to be able to, learn and receive from this session. So this copy trading that I was talking about from Markets for You helps you to be able to copy signals, okay, from expert traders, leaders in that uses the brokerage that's Markets for You, and also in as they are earning. So I'm going to do a little bit of I'm going to do a little bit of um, an explanation to let you know how to go about the copy trading when we step into the website and give you all the details you need. But if you want to create an account with Markets for You, it's simple. All you need is to click on the description side of this video and go to the comment section. You're going to find our registration link. Click on that link, create an account, get verified, and start trading. It's that simple. Then there's some of you who are not able to subscribe to our VIP package. We have a very simple promo. And this promo is create an account with Markets for You, fund it with a minimum of $10. We'll add you to a special group where you get these same VIP signals. Okay, so you may not have our premium um, access into our website for the website's VIP packages. Okay, that one is separate because you have to make a subscription to have that access. But you're going to have free access to this the signals. And that's actually good because you cannot be on the VIP group if you have not subscribed to our VIP package. We have different packages. We have the monthly package. We have the I think the quarterly package. And then we have the yearly package. So you are the one to decide which one works for you or which one is best for you before you can be able to get on board. So quickly, I'm going to be sharing my screen now, and I'm going to take you straight to trading view where we're going to be trading together. So it's a beautiful thing to have a mentor that you can be able to trade with live. When I was learning, I wasn't opportune to have these privileges and opportunity. And growing up, I was able to understand that my growth stage and process would have been faster if I had such privileges to explore.
To know Jesus is by revelation. You can never know Jesus through scholastic. So it says, who do men say that I?
So please just give me a few seconds. I'm trying to understand. My screen is frozen here. I'm not sure if it's frozen where you are. Now it's the entire laptop that is frozen. I'm really, really sorry that suddenly everything just went frozen. In fact, my laptop was frozen. I had to force, I had to force to shut down before I could, reboot it. Okay, but we're back now. Sorry for the breaking transmission. Sorry for being quiet. That's the reason why I was quiet. Okay, so now, right now, I'm going to be going to Trading View. I'm going to be sharing my screen with you. Okay, so this is Trading View. Okay, so this is the trade I called out for gold. And for any of you who took the trade, that's for those of you on the VIP, congratulations. That's a setup I've been waiting for long. As you can see, we have the first supply zone. The second supply zone actually gave us the entry. The third supply zone is still here though, unmitigated, but we have, you know, been triggered in by the first, sorry, by the second supply zone. So we can actually take out this first supply zone. So that's just a few things I'm going to be showing you. It's a glimpse of what I'll be discussing with you. So starting from what I do, first of all, I must advise you if you want to make a headway on trading. First of all, the first thing you must do is you must be disciplined enough to focus on a particular pair. For those of you who's been following my mentorship for years, you would agree with me that we were on GU for a very long time. In fact, there was a time I traded GU just a whole year. This is GU. So because of that, I was able to master the peculiarity of GU. In fact, I was not even intending to drop my grip on GU, not until when the instability of dollar, that's the dollar index came, and that was what changed my market ideologies and perception. So this is the dollar index, as you can see. So if you look closely, you see that the dollar index is not making clear moves. Okay, in fact, I didn't even know it has taken out this. This is the bullish confirmation, but I'm spotting liquidity. When you see two touches like this, for price to have reacted twice on that part, what you see there is called liquidity. So I was not calling for this entry yet because I've seen my bullish move, okay, but no full confirmation. Maybe because today is Monday, maybe because of the instability of the dollar index. But I was thinking, I haven't taken out this break of structure here, which I sorry, the previous high here, which I was expecting it to take out to give me a break of structure. What I was expecting to see before I can get a confirmation is this. Price was here when I started this analysis, expecting price to do something like this. I want it to fade off, give a complete market structure shift in a lower and internal um, structure, and then price should come here. What I'm seeing now is that price has actually taken out this, retraced only into this fair value gap, try to test it again, and now pushing up. I find like there is liquidity here and imbalances, so I'm not seeing myself going. But looking at the chart now and seeing this new high that's been created, it wouldn't be a bad idea to go in, but not with GU because the next move, let me see it in 1 hour time frame. The next place where GU should be landing looks very close. Okay, it's mitigated this supply zone. Except we're going to go going from here so that our stop loss will not be far. But there is an OB, a valid OB here. So if you go to the 15 minutes time frame, which is our entry time frame, and you reduce and you can see my stop loss is still too close. You reduce the charts. Let's see what is being risked and what is going to be get gotten. That's my major concern with this entry. Now we're risking or getting 35 to risk 16. Okay, that's a 2 hour. So that's the only reason why I can actually take this trade. I cannot risk. If I do it like this, it's down 20. And if you are risking 20, 20, that's 21. On 835, it's no longer a 1 to 2. No longer a 1 to 2. So that's just my concern on this entry. But if you can risk it from here, then it's fine. Okay, it's fine. So this will be the signal for the both the VIP group and the free group. So yeah, for everyone who wants to take that entry, you can go ahead and take it. You can go ahead. So even though the DXI may do a little bit of a retracement, that's why we're giving this 16 pips gap, hoping that this high and this high will be able to hold price and not allow us to be taken out. Okay, sorry. Then sorry about that. So stop loss should just be 133 135,583. 135,583. Let's see it again. 135,583. Then TP should be 135,093. So that's what I'm seeing on GU currently. So there's another one we're supposed to catch, which is the EU moved too fast. VIP entry too moved too far. I think it has retraced, but I'm still concerned about this double top. Now, if you look, you see what it's doing here is exactly what it's doing on DXY. So if I must trade EU, I would want to see something like this. I want the big players to get in before I go in. I don't want to move with the retail traders. That's what I've been doing of late and has been helping me with a high win rate. As you can see, look at this beautiful entry. Though this one failed, but look at this nice one. So if you look, I've been keeping chart these days. Previously, I used to remove my chart. Okay, you can see entry win. I used to clean my chart before, but now I keep it because of I have to know why the entry did not move and make corrections. And I think this was when we are using the previous strategy that was giving us very small reward. So I think this was where we flipped our strategy and increased the reward. So we were wrong here. So I'm keeping every entry to for review for review so that I can be able to know why. But this is what I'm expecting. This is what I'm expecting. So this is actually what I discussed with the VIP group, but it just happened to be that I'm speaking to everyone now online, and I'm talking about it. So if you are hearing what I'm saying now, then it's like an expo. So you have heard what I discussed with the VIP group. So that's what I'm seeing on EU, being that EU is a pair that works directly with the dollar index, which we just analyzed, just as the GU also works with the dollar index. Then the last one is the New Zealand dollar. Sorry, I'm trying to share this signal to to the community so that because of time, so they too can be able to take advantage of it because of time. So that's what I'll be expecting EU to do. Then if EU doesn't do that, I'm not sure I would want to go in on EU because I'm seeing a downtrend. Obviously, this is the move, uptrend move with a lot of imbalances, which price should fill up before it goes in any direction. So we have the second one, which I said it's the New Zealand, right? The New Zealand USD. Okay, so the New Zealand USD has given a move. You can see I wrote here out bearish confirmation. Bearish confirmation. It has given a move. Then it's coming from a fair value gap. It's not drawn. Let me just draw it so you can see. Okay, it's not coming from a fair value gap. It's not coming from a fair value gap. Try and remember the name of this thing again. That's where it's coming from. Try and remember the name. But until I remember it, there is when a fair value gap is covered with a wick. There's a name for it. When I remember, I'll let you know. So it's not a fair value gap. So now, just look at this. Price gets in here. Initially, I said, okay, if no reactions happen here, then I'll wait until price gets here. So what we need to see is the major move that price has done from this trend. Okay, what are the major moves? The moves that are carrying the demand, the supply, where the big players came in, where the major liquidity is, and then also where we have the break of structures. So here there's a break of structure here if you look closely. So that automatically makes this particular one a valid low. Okay, that can be considered as a major low. Then there's another one here, a valid low. So if you look at these two lows, you agree with me that the only time this trend can discontinue is when that low is swiped out and price gives a new trend up and then shifts market, retraces back. When the retail traders are taking out, that's when we should be selling New Zealand dollar. Otherwise, we'll not be selling it. That's my confirmation strategy, and that's the strategy I use to trade. So I hope you understand that. So that's why I will not be entering that trade. So there's an account I wanted to use to take that GU trade. Okay, so it's in. 1 minute please. Let me see what I'm risking on that account. Okay, so let's see. Now by the way, that's the copy trading account. The copy trading account. That account I'm trading 5,000. Those of you who wanna copy that trade, trading 5,000 on that account. And I'm risking only 1% of my capital to go for 2%. As you can see, 2 RR. So make sure you apply proper risk management. So you know my capital already and you know what I'm risking. So don't come in copying the trade and then you are risking more. Okay, so that's it. Let me round up with the entry. I'm almost through, please. So usually on Mondays like this, the market is still, trying to find its path, and it's not very, very clear. So because of that, I don't want us to risk so much in the markets. Let's just do this little one. Okay. This is a New York session. Let's just do this little one with the New York session. Then let's see how we can hold this till New York session closes. Let's see what DXY is doing right now. You can see that DXY is just not moving. It's just not moving. It may do this. It may do this. May wipe this liquidity first. Do this. Do this. And by then it may manipulate. It may manipulate our entry. Okay, so by then we'll be wrong with our entry. Our stop loss will be haunted. Like for those of you who were on the VIP, you see what Bitcoin did to us. I posted this Bitcoin signal. It gave me all my confirmations were correct, but I was induced. So I had to look, okay, why was I induced? These are charts, these are not lines, these are not drawings. So it may not be really giving you what you want to see. So my POI has been spotted, which is a fair value gap. And I was waiting for price to give me my normal liquidity sweep, and this is it. Price gave this higher low, lower high, higher low, lower high, and then this failed high, right? And then this low. If you look at this based on my strategy, you see that liquidity has been swept here. That's why this was a failed high. Then I thought, fine, I'm going to wait for price to. I considered this, I think that's where I was wrong. I considered this as a valid break of structure. This low as a low that gave a valid break of structure, of which I thought, okay, fine, if that low gave a valid break of structure, then once it's taken out, which is this, I know that market is already shifting structure. So market gave this pop, you can see huge rejection back, okay, which is a retracement, and then gave me my bullish candle, which is my confirmation entry. That's why I came in. And there was an OB here that has been mitigated. That's why I took it out. So that OB was supposed to be my take profit. And this was a very excellent entry because this was just going to be risking this was just going to be risking this was going to give us 2 RR, which is beautiful. So I thought, fine, let's go in with that. And we did, boom, and we were, taken out. So basically, um, I was wrong with this. Okay, so if you look closely, you see that this is where the big players came in. So next time, this will be my correction. This should be the low to consider. Okay, this is the major low that gave the major break of structure. This was the major high. Okay, don't be in a hurry. I was in a hurry. I think that was FOMO. If you're missing out. Okay, this was the major low. This was the major high. So when price took out this low, which as you can see here, the retracement, which is this, you can see the retracement here, up. Let me use the drawing. It took out that low, retraced like this, and gave this bullish candle. This bullish candle would have been the entry, but it was close to my OB, so I wouldn't even take that entry, except I see that OB mitigated. So if it's mitigated, then this should be the target. If it's not, then I won't take that entry. Okay, that means that's not my entry. That's not my setup. So you can't trade every time. It's only when you see your setup. So in that case, your entry will be somewhere around here. If that OB was mitigated, your stop loss will just be at the edge of that bullish candle, and then you go up further to around. Now, if you look at what BTC is doing from a high time frame, you see that there's not much opportunity. You can see what it's doing. It's currently on a fair value gap on the downside, so it's going to be retracing upward for some time. For those of you that counter trend or counter trade, I think this is where you'll be wanting to enter. And for those of us that are trend followers, we wouldn't want to be going in now until when price had gotten to into this fair value gap. So let's map out our point of interest. Now, all of these pairs I'm discussing, like especially this Bitcoin, I'm not supposed to be discussing it with you because it's for the VIP group. But I'm discussing it with you now to tell you that I'm giving you beautiful expo to enjoy while it lasts. All I'm supposed to discuss is the GBP USD, which I am done discussing, and that would have made this session a very short, brief, enlightening, educative, precise session. You can see what GU did. Massive pull down. Okay, but it's been rejected upward. So let's see the XY what's doing. You can see what the XY is doing. So let all eyes be on GU and the XY. So, but that's all I'm going to be discussing with you on GU and the dollar index. So how do we get to know the directional bias of the dollar index? It's simple. As day traders, all you need to do is you go down into the 1 week time frame. First of all, you look at what the market is doing from the 1 week time frame. So you look, you see it's a bearish move, right? Bearish move from 1 week time frame. So you go to the 24-hour time frame as a day trader, you want to know what's happening for the next 24 hours, what the candle that will be created will be doing. Because every 24 hours it creates one candle. So you look and you're thinking, okay, fine, what's this? There is a valid break of structure here. So there's an internal break of structure that confirms a short downtrend, which we may end here, where there's a POI here. Okay, but the overall trend is on an uptrend, which is the what's it called? The swing trend. Okay. So but as day trader, we're not going with the swing trend, we're going with the current trend, which is this, right? Which is this. So it's not really a break of structure here, so I can't even consider this a valid trend. I'll just call this a range. Then going to the 4 hour, so let's just call that uptrend. Going to the 4 hour, I will now be mapping out the high of the recent high, which is this. Okay, the one that gave to the valid break of structure and gave us the supply of other block zone where the big players came in with money. This is it. Then I'm going to be mapping out the low. This is supposed to be the low. Okay, but this low didn't give a break of structure, so it's not a valid low for me. But there is a demand there, which has been mitigated also. So this low becomes more valid for me. Then if you go to the entry time frame, you now begin to look at your structure, how correct it is. So you see that price coming from a mitigated demand zone, pushing upward to balance this imbalance, coming to the supply zone. So all I need is a bullish confirmation, of which I was waiting for this place to be taken and it took it out. And once that's taken out, what's telling me is I should sell GUEU NZD, of which I came, EU just moved boom too fast. I said no, I'm not gonna go in until he gives me this. I said so you still need extra confirmation even when the dollar index is telling you what to do. You still need extra confirmations like this. So don't sell EU yet until you see this. Otherwise you'll be induced. Then now I'm not saying that you will not be induced if you take all this precaution. All these precautions we are taking is not to 100% eradicate inducement, but it's to increase our risk to reward and increase our win rate. So in trading, it's not about how many times you hit stop loss. It's about how many times you hit take profit. So and what's your win rate? Because you will definitely lose. Okay, it's a business of trade and profit and loss. So what's your win rate? So having considered several of these, then you can increase your win rate. So and then the NSD USD also must give me confirmation. As you can see, so this is an internal trend. So as you can see, the same mistake we made with BTC. So this is the major break of structure. Until it takes out this, don't sell NSD, except you want to sell it from here to this point. and you won't put your stop loss too close. That will be not a wise trade because you will be exposing your money and yourself to the market. So you're going to see bam, boom, push, bam, bam, boom, boom, bing, bam, 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 boom, 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 boom. Until you learn all these things, you keep losing money in trading. You'll be obviously bam, boom, boom, price will just be dancing. But if you can just wait when the major money comes into the market, let the big players come in. I'm telling you, this is where they will come in. Once they see that this low is taken out, because this is an institutional reference point. Okay, once they see that it's taken out, okay, they're going to wait for the retracement. Is on the retracement, they will not still go in. They will still wait for real retail traders to put your stop loss. Then once they grab your stop loss, now begin to consider to move price. That's where I am waiting for the bullish candle, for the bullish confirmation based on my strategy. And I move it. So I move with the big players, I don't move with the retail traders. So just in case you want to learn that, subscribe to our VIP channel and I'll teach you how to trade like the institutions. So this is all we're going to take for today. We were supposed to talk on Japanese yen, but I've told you already that this analysis will be done with the VIP. Okay, so this is the Japanese yen basket. Okay, the JPY basket. So this was it's not been decisive. It's not been decisive. So as you can see, let's see it now. You can see it's not been decisive. It's not been making good decision. So trading it is like losing money because it's going to deceive you. It's going to make you think it's going in the same direction. Meanwhile, it's deceptive. So that's why we left it. Let's see what it does. So it's come. Let's grab this full liquidity. So let's see if it gives us the bullish confirmation. Fine, we're going to do it. But this sharp move coming to this OB is looking different. So I'm still going to analyze it. So, but I'm discussing this with the VIP group. Once I've gotten that, somebody will say, "Oh, but AU moved." Yeah, AU moved, but we can't go in until when we know where the yen basket is going. Otherwise, you're going to be gambling. Okay, it's part of our confirmation. So the yen basket tells us where the market is going to. So otherwise, we're not going to be trading. So this is what AU did. So if you were selling, sorry, it's taking you out. And then if you were buying, where did you get your confirmation? So you're gambling in case that's what you're doing, you're gambling. So wait for extra confirmation. Same thing with JPY, you can see. Now I didn't sell this. I was just checking. So you can see if I sold, just watch. Boom, if I had sold. Then if I said I wanted to buy, where is the confirmation? There's no confirmation to buy. So that's gambling. But this is the market simply looking for retail traders that it can make some money from. It's not in my POI. See my POIs. So why should I take the entry? Why should I take the trade? So that's all we can take on the trade aspect. Then on the markets for you, which I just spoke to you about, let me take you straight to the markets for you dashboard. Now, strictly synthetic is for VIP in case you're not seeing me talk about synthetic. Strictly for VIP. So if you're on the VIP package relations, now if you even open an account with market for you, you're going to get the synthetic signals on the market for you does not trade synthetics. Just remember. Let me check for VIX. Market for you trades only commodities, crypto, forex, indices. So there's no synthetic. So there'll be no synthetic signal for the market for you group. So this is the leader group, the leaders you can follow. So all you need to do is once you have, you know, funded your account, you just follow. So I'm still working on mine to I've done all my settings, but it has not yet appeared because my account is still very fresh. So once mine appears like this, I'm gonna let you know, give you updates, send you out the links so you can use it, to register. So I want to say thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. Thank you for taking our time to see all I've showed you today. I want you to know that all of the things I discussed with you is a strategy that has been back tested. I took out time to back test it. So if I say buy, I know what I'm saying. If I say sell, I know what I'm saying. Even if it hits stop loss, you can see what BTC did. So if BTC could sell like that when some other mentors, some other retail traders are buying, I know some big players that are buying, some big retail traders that were buying. So just imagine how it smashed their stop loss. So for me to be selling, and it gave that massive sell, even though it took me out. So let you know that there was something I saw. It's called institutional reference points, where the big players, the market movers, the financial institutions come in. So I've backtested it. So if I say sell at a certain time, just know that it's sell. If I say buy at a certain time, just know that it's buy. So the only issue we may be getting, which is the normal issue in trading, is getting the perfect confirmation, the extra confirmation to go in. But which sometimes it's FOMO that makes us not to see it. But we are fighting FOMO, we're eradicating it in such a way that we must wait for that extra confirmation. If you do not see it, don't take the trade. So stay very active on the groups, VIP, free, market for you group, and wait for the updates I'm going to be giving. Once you see my update, then boom, we're going in. But I want you to know that strategy is good. It will make you good money this week. So get ready to make money this week. See you on the group. See you for all the updates. Have a great week. Make money.